G'day, Chaos Kiwi here. Right, this week I have been pondering vulnerability and what it means to be vulnerable. Now, it's come up for me due to the weekend I sat my third Access Foundation class. And if you don't know what Access Consciousness is, then jump on accessconsciousness.com, tell you all about it. So it was my third class, and in this particular class, what came up was relationships, whether it was relationship with myself, relationship with family, relationship with money, relationship with friends, flatmates. It was to do with relationship. My previous foundation class was all on narcissism and abuse, so each class has been different, and the one prior to that was healing the body, health issues, and connecting to oneself in that respect. Vulnerability, and a lot came up for me in this particular class, a hell of a lot more than the other two classes, and actually being that vulnerable and sitting in that space of not only being vulnerable with myself, which was a bit of a challenge because, hey look, us blokes, we're not taught to be vulnerable. Crock of shit, really. Not only vulnerable with myself, but with the other people in the room. Just to gather that energy, to bring it up, to look at it, to then release it. And there was moments there where I couldn't actually connect fully in with myself and be fully vulnerable in it to bring it up. And I had to really, my earpiece is filling out, really actually sit in it. And I was actually grateful for the other people in the room who had my back. Now, with being vulnerable, the flip side to that is actually holding space for somebody when they are being vulnerable with no judgment, no expectation, no thoughts, feelings and emotions, and then offering not solutions but questions to help bring that energy up and be that vulnerable. And so of course the other people in class, when they were in their vulnerable state, actually holding space for them so that they could be vulnerable. And yeah, I have to admit, I don't let a lot of people into my innermost circle, and most of us don't. We sort of have circles of where we hold people, whether it be acquaintance, work colleagues, family, and probably the person who's the closest in your inner circle would be intimate partner or really, really close mate, best friend, who you tell your world to. And even then, there's probably aspects that you filter and can't go that deep vulnerable. And then, of course, you're at the centre of that world anyway. And how vulnerable can you be with yourself? Which is what I'm finding to be, is to draw up those core energies that no longer serve, that I no longer want to function from that space, being that vulnerable deep within myself. And I ended up having a conversation with a friend of mine over Messenger yesterday, and choosing to, hey look, just stay in that vulnerable state, and let them a bit closer into my world, as you do with friends. Bring them in more, have a deeper connection. I've got a deeper connection with myself, so why not have a deeper connection with the really close friends, and coming from that space of hey look, this is what I've had going on, and I want to share it with you. Not looking for any thoughts, feelings or emotions, just hey look, this is what I've had going on, and Because you share your good times with your mates and you share your bad times with your mates, especially the close ones. And so I'm inviting you, how vulnerable are you with not only the people around you, but with yourself, and what that brings up for you? I'm Gabriel Silverthorne, Chaos Kiwi, and yeah, have a ponder on vulnerability and what it means to you, and how vulnerable you actually are when you need to be, or whether you glaze over. Bye!